Welcome to the Haiku Society of America's 2021 National Conference Open Mic. I'm Michael Henry Lee, and I'll be your moderator. Please be aware we're still continuing to record these proceedings. If you would like to read, please text me in the chat with a simple yes. I've thought of a lot of different ways to try to do this, and that's the only one that seems to make sense. I'll read off the first names in a first come, first serve order. And in order to allow as many people as possible for access to the open mic, we're going to limit the amount of poems to 4 total poems, either 2 poems twice or 4 poems total. Let's see, I'm getting all kinds of messages now. That's why it's nice to have an assistant doing this. That's the way it goes. But anyhow, you catch the drift. Trying to get back up here to see the messages that I've already gone by. All right, well, I need to get this started, and I'm going to try to not miss anybody on this list. It's very hard to do. You really look at the list and so on and so forth. Here are a couple of entries to get us started. These were just previous poems from Frog Pond. Swallowtail kite, making more of the wind than there is. Swallowtail kite, making more of the wind than there is. The blue hour, a raft of contrails comes undone. The blue hour, a raft of contrails comes undone. So now I think the first person that was on the list that I caught was Mary Am. Mary Am, are you out there? If so, just unmute yourself and give us your poems.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
The first one, sowing grass seed, a greening world, Siberian irises, souls unfolding. Newly planted petunias, roots closely knit, dug up by groundhogs. A crescent of buttercups, the laughing Buddha, bird alights on his head. My own prescription to catch a thermal and soar, prayer, my being. I think that's 4.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. That was very nice. I love that. Jeff Pope, are you out there, Jeff?
Yes, thank you. Hi.
Oh, great.
I'll read a couple monoku and a couple haiku. This one will be in the Modern Haiku Press anthology coming up. Do not lean on the water. Fall asleep inside words genderlessly. Half of her orange on the deck, sunset. I'll read that one for my 4th again. Half of her orange on the deck, sunset.
Very, very nice. I think David Oates is up next. That's who I've been able to catch on the list here. David, you out there?
Okay. Hostage standoff. A hot dog vendor works the spectators. When the policeman turns off his body camera, fallen leaves. Clear day, the plow turns up bullets, bones. Romantic gesture, he pressure washes I love you on the driveway.
Wow. Uh, Karen Harvey.
Just give me a sec.
All
Right.
I hear you.
Okay. I didn't expect to be up so quickly. Oh, can you come back to me in a minute?
I'll do my best.
Sorry.
No problem. Let's see. So, Jill Lang.
Wow, I'm quick too. I'm
I
going
was
to
surprised
say,
that more people haven't signed up yet.
can you, I'm unmuted. I'm going to only read three, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about a couple of them. The first one is a very early poem that I had posted in 100 Gourds, and it turned out it was also a Haggai because of Ron Moss. Love story, the weathered wood of an old boat. Love story, the weathered wood of an old boat. The next one is from Failed Haiku in 2017, but I think it's pretty relevant today. And it happens to be a 4-line, which I tend to like to write. Flag at half mast, in drizzle and wind, its chain tolling. Third, this was under the basho, stepping stones in the river, the choices we make. Thank you.
All right. Sean Felix.
Hello. Yeah. Okay, so I've got 3. Over the treetops, a red moon slips on an eclipse. Even the haiku tire of these walls. Open a window. Last winter, father's lesson, fishermen exhale. Thank you.
Rita Gray.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Okay. Okay. I have 2. Passing the beggar. I try not to crunch the fallen leaves. On Wall Street, a sparrow makes a nest. Thank you.
Sorry about that. I lost my screen. I'll murder this name. Suzanne.
Najelska.
ZI.
Najelska.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's see. Wedding bells from my mother's garden, lily of the valley. Queen Anne's lace floating in the field, summer largesse. A fanfare for the autumn harvest, squash blossoms. Letters stoking the solstice bonfire with old flames. Thank you.
Thank you. Catabella Wilson.
Hi, I'll read 3, and these are inspired by Deborah P. Kaloji's prompts on Nahai Raimo Michael Dillon Welsh's website on Facebook. So she's prompting on the garden where she spent so much time during the pandemic. She's worked from there. So I got the idea because we both love sci-fi and science that I would apply that to these very natural images and yet apply also some mystery and nature, not only nature, but human feeling to them in a subtle way. So it's quite a challenge. So the first one is vegetable garden. And I found out that they're growing radishes on a space shuttle. So circling the radishes on my little red tricycle, Red Planet Rocket. The second one, butterfly garden, I found out they're actually on the space shuttle. I was shocked by this, have butterflies, and they're going through their whole life cycle. The painted ladies come out of the cocoon. Space shuttle butterflies. Will milkweed bloom on the moon? And the next one is rock garden. And by research, this was early this morning, I did research on this. And in Pasadena, of course, there's JPL and Caltech, which we're a part of, but I didn't know that they were simulating the environment of Mars, and they call it the rock garden. And this is what they're doing: garnet dust, a Martian rock garden in our own backyard. Thank you.
Karen, Harvey, were you ready at this juncture?
I am, yes.
Great.
Okay, right. This one was actually a video clip poem that was just published on Poetry P. Salt breeze, ripples in the marram grass, hair in my eyes. Turning earth, this heady smell of soil. Sorry, no, that's messed up. I've written it down wrong. Sorry. Okay, short one. Keeper of secrets, rag doll. And soaring higher than her top note, nightingale. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's see, Robin with the /GRIX.
Thank you. I just have two. Black swans calling everything into question. Wanting, womb, moon. That's it. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. We're getting a question here. Is it possible for people to read their poems twice? Maybe you missed up the first. Yes, it's a total of 4 poems, and you can either read them twice or 4 total poems. So with that, I hope that explains it. Helen Ogden, are you up and ready to?
Sure. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Since they want them twice, we'll do 2 then.
It's your
Behind-
choice. 2 or 4.
Oh, okay.
That's your choice.
Behind low clouds, the blood flower moon slips into Earth's shadow. So still, yet still, the blue heron. Between rocks and hard places, oak seedlings. In lakeside rushes, the fiery flash of a red-winged blackbird. Thank you.
Very nice. Carolyn Bank.
Yes, here I am, Caroline Giles Banks. I'll read 4. The first one from Modern Haiku, The Clay Jar, Someday Holding Me. From Frog Pond, Feel the Warmth of Basho's Frog Pond, just Xeroxed. From Haiku World, His Turn to Cook, again, he can't find the time, THYME. And the last one, Wedding March Steps, Getting to Know My New Me. This just came out in Pulse, Voices from the Heart of Medicine. I'm a medical anthropologist, and this is an online journal that presents work by anyone in the health field, from patient to practitioner. So thank you.
Thank you.
Maggie Chula?
Yes, hi everyone. Poems I'm reading are from a new collection, One Leaf Detaches. These are haiku written on a return trip to Kyoto. Late November, after the bell tolls, the morning dove. A great blue heron shakes rain from his wings, then passes through it. 15 rocks, something concrete in the rock garden. And of course, that's the famous Rewanji. And the last one, I wanted to read this because of Kayla's presentation on Basho's poem about the white fish. It brought to mind this poem. Not seeing it till darkness fills the pond, the white carp. Thank you.
Very nice. Brenda Lemp, is that correct? I apologize for murdering a lot of your all's names.
Lemp, yeah. Hi.
Yeah.
I'll just read 2 twice. Mom's hidden stash in an empty cookie jar. Mom's hidden stash in an empty cookie jar. St. Patrick's Day, pouring green beer over Dad's grave. St. Patrick's Day, pouring green beer over Dad's grave.
That was colorful. Jackie Pierce.
Hi, Jackie here from Vancouver, Canada. And I'm gonna, if people have it on speaker view, I'm gonna try and change my background. I'm gonna read a couple of my poems from the new collection, Last Train Home, which is an anthology of haiku by poets from around the world about trains and train travel. And it's available from Amazon if anyone is interested in checking it out. And the first poem, Evening Train Whistle, my grandfather's habit of checking his watch. Warm prairie breeze, the porter plays harmonica in the open door. And last one, which just shows a variety of poems from the book, or small trips, long trips. And this, if you can see the photo in the background, this is from a cross-Canada trip. Transcontinental, enough nights for a sunset ritual. Thank you.
Up next, Dennis Sullivan. Uh-oh. Dennis?
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
These are unpublished. My dying mother pities the fish in the oxygen tubing. One seagull shadow, winter beach. Frog sound, the newborn stops sucking. Pandemic lockdown, carrying the weight of new hair. Thank you.
Thank you. Jackie Robinson, I believe, is up next.
Coming at you just a second here.
That's okay. Take your time. I'm trying to catch you.
Okay, this first one was in failed haiku. Push pins puts new strains on the map. The next one is from the Helping Hand anthology that was edited by don't do this, Jackie. John Helping Hand out, and then I'll think about it. Subway busker's dog licks the hand that leaves the tip. This one is unpublished. You haven't changed a bit of chaff in the wind. And I don't know where the cut would go there unless it's after a bit. And the last one was published in a lesser known journal. It is not every day the sun rises twice, newborn at her breast. Thank you.
Thank you. Alvin Cruz. Alvin. Okay. Bad impression of the chipmunks. Oh, maybe we'll just come back then. If you're not. Alvin, going once, going twice.
Hello,
Sorry.
can you hear me?
Yes,
Hi.
yes, there you are. Good. Yay.
Yes, hello. Good morning from Manila.
Good morning.
Okay, I'll be reading three poems. First one from Wales Haiku Journal. Okay, colorless summer, passing shadow of a butterfly behind shutters. And one from Field Haiku, a torn photograph, piece it back together in my memory. And from the bamboo hut, spring grass, the bed I lie on to dream of God. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Alvin. Sorry, Grandsta.
Yes, hi, okay. Even this old frog can make a splash that ripples for generations. Even this old frog can make a splash that ripples for generations. And I'll read one more. My fortune cookie predicts exotic travel, goldfish in the tank. My fortune cookie predicts exotic travel, goldfish in the tank. Thank you.
I can't read my own writing on the last name, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm trying to write very fast. I can't read my writing when I write slow, so you can imagine. Wendy Toth. No, I can't read the last.
No Tarnicola.
Thanks.
No
I
problem.
knew that.
I have four. First day of spring. The sheep are still dressed in next year's knitting. I'm sorry. Hospice ward, the unbearable weight of Dad's effects. Among the blossoms, the damp silhouette of a fallen fledgling. And the last one, dark moon, the many things we left unspoken.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Patricia McMillan.
Hello, everybody. I have, these poems are not published. Mustard field. In her voice, the guitar's twang. Spring rain. This is a tribute to Marlene Mountain. Spring rain, the snort, snuffle, snuffle of pigs. Spring semester. 3 million sign up for happiness. One of the professors at Harvard offered a course in happiness, and she got 3 million signups.
That's great.
I watered the plants, smelled the wisteria. So much happened today. Thank you.
Lovely.
Bill Kenny.
Hello, can I be heard?
Yes.
Okay, these are from my new book, Keep Walking, which is published by Red Moon Press. It's available from Red Moon Press. It's also available from me, and I'll be posting the relevant information as soon as I finish reading. Reading 4 poems from the book in the order in which they appear in the book on successive pages. Evening shadows. The doctor's hesitation after, however, waiting for a bone scan. I've written a haiku about pine trees. Future tense. The doctor will call. Learning where the accent falls. Metastasis. Thank you.
Great stuff, guys. Next up, Mimi Ahern.
No. No. Oh, somebody before me?
Well,
What?
they can be.
No, I'm ready. If
Okay, great.
Well, I'd like to start with a bow to Heron's Nest and John Stevenson. When I read the agenda and it said share a haiku, for some reason I thought of sharing somebody else's. So I'm going to read one of John's out of his He and Others, this little dim sum publication that comes out twice a year. So this is John Stevenson's. Thoughts with talons, perched on midnight. Thoughts with talons perched on midnight. And mine, from the latest Heron's Nest, taking her own sweet time, morning glory. Taking her own sweet time, morning glory. Thank you. And thanks, Michael, for doing this.
Thank you. Alicia Watson, I believe.
Hi, it's Althea.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay. Scent of pine, the fire's long shadows spinning the dreidel. I'll read it again, I'll do two. Scent of pine, the fire's long shadows spinning the dreidel. Here's my second one. Sun through icicles, the spirit of my brother in a blue jay's call. Sun through icicles, the spirit of my brother in a blue jay's call. Thank you.
Teresa, I didn't get, I guess it's Teresa C was on your monogram for.
I think her last name is Ken Crow.
Teresa Kendrill, thank you.
I think so.
Thank you, Jackie. Sure, it probably is. It only came up with Teresa C. But she may be having second thoughts. This is another one I'll probably butcher. It's Jun Katanmura. Katanmura.
Hi, yes, it's Katanuma.
Okay.
It's difficult. Yeah. Okay, so these are the haiku I created when I made a trip to Philadelphia. Reading terminal market, extra heaping of appetites, multicolored, multiple sounds. Reading terminal market, extra heaping of appetites, multicolored, multi-sounds. And one more. East State Penitentiary, the sky immovable walls, the mementos of inmates. East State Penitentiary, the sky immovable walls, the mementos of inmates. Thank you.
Thank you. I believe it's Sarah Metzler.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
I didn't actually sign up, but I'll read.
Sorry.
That's all right. All right. Hill, I'm so over it. And then that was in Prunduce, recent one. And then this one is from recent Frog Pond. Mulberry wine in our carry-ons, migrating orioles. And then let me think of another one here. From Femku, recent. Freedom Day, black cherry blossoms, blowing in the wind. That's all.
And it appears that I've inadvertently skipped Sarita Martin. My apologies. So Sarita. Sure.
Oh,
2
thank you,
minutes of
Michael.
fame here.
Thank you, Michael. I know it's
You're
hard to
welcome.
catch them all.
Thank you.
This one was in the Haiku Foundation blog recently, and I liked what the editor said about it. So I'll read it first. It's just a one-liner, and then I'll briefly tell you what she said. Windy day, the ghost doorman arrives. And the editor's comment was, the gap is evident in the poem, so the reader can picture the moment of the door in the wind without any of that scene actually stated in words. So I'll repeat it once more. Windy day, the ghost doorman arrives as a monoku. And a couple of other ones, swiped by a seagull.
Get
the
in again
tall
and
verse-
get in.
I'm sorry, I was hearing another voice.
The link.
Is someone else talking? Okay. Swiped by a seagull, the toddler's bag of chips. Looking away at the right moment, shooting stars. Summer vacation, Dad pulls over to moo at cows. Thank you.
Next up, I believe, is Chrissy Villa or Christine Villa.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'd like to read some haiku from my book. It's a picture book, Will You Still Love Me? A Puppy Haiku Story. So this book is for kids, but it's also for haiku beginners. So I'm going to read 4. I hope you will allow me to read because the puppy is asking questions and the owner answers in haiku form. So, will you still love me if I pout until I get what I want? And the haiku is, puppy eyes, my heart melts faster than ice cream. Puppy eyes, my heart melts faster than ice cream. Okay, my next haiku. Will you still love me if I make you exercise? So that's the dog's question. And in haiku form, the owner answers, almost dusk, my puppy takes me back the long way home. Almost dusk, my puppy takes me back the long way home. Will you still love me if I love to chew? Laundry day, I find holes in my missing sock. Laundry day, I find holes in my missing sock. And the last one, will you still love me if I dig up the yard? Rush hour, my puppy takes her time to smell the tulips. Rush hour, my puppy takes her time to smell the tulips. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
We did. Peter Fisher. Maybe not.
Sometimes people have to be reminded to unmute themselves.
Well, yes, unmute yourself. Thank you, John.
I'm so sorry. Can everyone hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I had it on my headphones setting originally. So I'm reading 4 poems from the latest issue of Hedgerow. And I hope she doesn't mind. I'm going to read one poem from one of my mentors, Anne Elise Bergevin, who we're going to hear from in a little bit. And it's a monocue. And just like that, red-winged blackbirds. And then 3 of my own. Last night's snow lingers here, plum tree. Under blossoms, head bowed, scrolling the lunch hour. And finally, sudden sun, hummingbird's tongue wet with sugar. Thank you.
So next would be Sharon Yee, and be sure to unmute your microphone.
There you go. There you go. Oops, no, we lost. We don't see us. There we go. Okay, wait. I have to take me off, take her on. There's Sharon. Okay, go Sharon.
Hi. My first one, I got the idea from the swaying bamboo. And I was doing an art lesson for kindergartners about drawing a bamboo and the panda. Hungry panda feast on gently swaying bamboo. Social distance. Hungry panda feast on gently swaying bamboo. social distance. And I did the second one is about Debbie sending this NAHAIWRIMO, a prompt for June 1st about seeds. I did sunflower seeds, roast in the oven, a warm hug. Sunflower seeds, roast in the oven, a warm hug. And the other one was, I don't know what happened to it. I had a second one that was about the lion. I don't see it, but I was watching a nature film, and the mother lion moves her cubs many miles while birds fly overhead. So it was about them searching for the mother lion when they saw her in the dark at the water hole, and they had to look and look, and it was 20 miles away that they saw birds flying overhead and realized that's where the mother and her lion cubs were. She took them that far for safety. Okay, good, thank you.
Thank you. Mark Daly, you're out there, unmute your mic.
Here I am. Thank you, everyone. Greetings from Arizona. Here are 4 haiku.
Hey, Mark.
In the 2 inches provide, I'll start you. In the 2 inches provided, the car-bound dog sniffs the world. Satan waits at the gates of hell, bookmarking Milton. Frosty morning, the goat's first squirt hangs the milk pail. And I recently had a chapbook published all about the Grateful Dead. If there are any aspirant deadheads out there, here's a 1 coup sampler, and I'll put in where to get it into the chat. How softly, how beautifully Jerry forgets the words. Thank you, everyone.
Cool.
Next is Carol Ann Palumbo. Mute your mic and.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, my first one was published in Acorn. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Couples counseling. A wasp taps at the window from the inside. Couples counseling. A wasp taps at the window from the inside. This next one was in Mayfly. Her eulogy, the sound of the ocean in a small shell. Her eulogy, the sound of the ocean in a small shell. And then my third one was in Frog Pond. Braiding my daughter's hair, just enough tension. Braiding my daughter's hair, just enough tension. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful poems out there. Great. Next on our list, we have Joel Meyer. Joel?
Thank you. I do a news digest for our regional electrical industry twice a week, and I use a haiku for our word of the day. 2 of these are word of the day haikus, and one is from a trip I took to Washington, D.C. and had the opportunity to ogle at George Gershwin's piano, which was in the Library of Congress building. So the first is Gershwin's piano. Gershwin's piano, wood, ebony, ivory, made divine music. And these last 2 are from the words of the day items. The snow softly falls, uncounted unique crystals, pale forms of beauty. Fall winds, swirling gusts, rambunctious leaves playing tag, float softly to rest. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, I believe, is Janice Doppler.
Hi.
Hi.
I will read 2. The first is from Kingfisher. Last Last day of summer, the scarlet tanager sits, just sits. Last day of summer, the scarlet tanager sits, just sits. And the second one will be published next week in the Hashahai Haikuist Network in the Hashi Shimbun, which is a newspaper in Japan. Restored grassland, the pitch and cadence of cicadas. Restored grassland, the pitch and cadence of cicadas. Thank you.
Thank you. The next person is Alice and then it cuts off. Ashland, Alice and Ashland.
That's me right here.
Hey, Ashland, Oregon. Okay.
Yes, can you see me?
Yes, ma'am. You just can't read all that in on the text in the chat.
Okay, all right. So I'm not a published haiku author, but I accept in our local newspaper Haiku Corner and on my Facebook page. And so I write for therapy and sad times and joyful times. I have 4 here. Hot pink penstemon, purveyor of fine spirits, where bees go to drink. Fluff and majesty, fluff and majesty, lipstick petals on display, peony knockout. Keeping our distance, we each become the other, waiting for a hug. And finally, this one was prompted today by Michael Dillon Welsh's suggestion to use place names. And I lost my sister in December, so this is for her. Oregon's coast, looking for driftwood. I miss you, my sister. Thank you.
Well, my computer clock says 5:47. If I may have missed somebody, so we have time for a couple more readers for sure. We did do good. I wanted to try to give as many people as possible the opportunity to read. And it looks like we had about 37 or 38 readers. So
I want to see how I did.
hopefully I succeeded in something in that. So,
Michael, I'm not sure you got my message. This is Barry.
hi, Barry. Would you
Hi.
like to read?
I would. My message didn't come through. And I
Time
just
is
wanted to.
now. That's okay.
Okay, thank you. And I just wanted to say, Alice, I'm very, very sorry about the loss of your sister. So I have 4. And the first one is from Bottle Rockets. Opening the storage unit. Her Buddhist statue squints in the light. Second is from Cold Moon Journal. Pandemic Dreams, the Paris Cafe in her takeout cup. The next one is a monoku from Femku. Highway Argument, the terrifying speed of his anger. And last is from Stardust. Box seat at the theater. I am Juliet. Thank you.
Thank you. Deborah Kaloji.
Hello.
Hey.
Okay. I'm going to read 4 from my e-chapbook at Title IX Press. The tug of a black hole. This isolation. Rocket launch, where the vast blue turns dark. Time travel therapy, a time before this cancer. Shelter in place, the days when I feel like an astronaut. Thank you.
Thank you. Craig Kittner.
Hi, these are from Cattails, Poetry Peak podcast, Bottle Rockets and Bones. Empty nail holes on the wall that needs painting, autumn sunlight. Bear poop full of berries, the forest hush. What's left of the fence, the wren's throat trembles with its song. The darkness that's usually hidden, DC Metro. Thank you.
You. Teresa Cancrow, are you there?
Yeah, hi. Yeah, I'm here.
Great, thank you.
Hi. Yeah, I have three. The first one was published in the online journal Brass Bell recently. Caterwaul, in the ripple of a puddle, the full moon. Caterwaul, in the ripple of a puddle, the full moon. Next, I have one that was published in Chrysanthemum 29. Wind chimes, water beads find the lotus leaf center. Wind chimes, water beads find the lotus leaf center. And the last one I have was published in Presence, the British print journal. Barn Doors Creek, putting down the old mare. Barn Doors Creek, putting down the old mare. Thank you very much.
Michael, may I read one?
I believe I skipped Marita and Marilyn. Yeah.
You skipped me too.
May I read one?
Tricia.
Let's see.
It would have been nice to have someone to read these for me. I was all by myself. Who would like to go next? Marita, Marilyn, or Patricia?
Go ahead.
I'll go next.
Oh, I was muted.
Tisha,
All right, I'll
thanks.
go. Can I just have, how many are we supposed to read? Is it 3 or?
Oh, 4 maximum.
Okay, so somebody else can go next, but you call me whenever you want me, I'm here.
Okay. Tricia, did you want to go next?
Yes. A night light, a bathroom visit, a counter scorpion, a mother flamingo, wobbly offspring, swim attempts, a sparrow's nest, an engineer's abode, skyscrapers, a bird's view inside a flower, a man's perspective. Now I have a new poetry book called Life Perspectives, a collection of poems of 140 poems. They're not all haiku though.
All right. Marilyn, I believe, and if anybody's not reading, it's helpful. Sometimes we're getting some overlapping sound. If you be kind enough to mute your mics, it's helpful. Is there a Marilyn? That was it was just the first name.
Mar? Is it Mar?
No, it's not Marita. This is Marilyn.
Oh, you know I go by Mar on the thing.
Oh, yeah, here I am. Hello?
There's Marilyn. Okay. There's just Marilyn. So
Yeah, thank you.
that's all I got to work with.
Thank you.
Take it away, Marilyn.
Gotcha. Okay, my first poem is from Frog Pond. Joyride in Dad's old clunker. Spring breeze. And the second poem is in Akitsu Quarterly, and it's actually in honor of a very long time old friend who introduced me to the haiku groups. And this is the poem. Silence deepens. Words no longer on the tip of her tongue. Thank you.
Thank you. We've got time for just 2 more readers, and there were 2 more people on the list. So Marita, you're next.
Okay, all right.
Then Edward Huddleston.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is it 3 poems or?
That's fine.
Okay.
Works
all
for
right.
me.
All right, I'll say a splash of poppies in my knitting, late snow. And that was from Wales Haiku Journal. Here's one from Bottle Rockets. On piano keys, my dust cloth takes a try at improv. And I'll do another one about piano, and this is from Presence. And it's playing air piano, still that cursed wrong note. Thank you. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. And this will be our last reader for our open mic session, Edward Cody Huddleston.
Thank you. There have been so many great poems today. And these meetings always inspire me. So these are 2 new ones that I just wrote today.
Oh, great.
Weeds overtaking wildflowers, my doubts. Weeds overtaking wildflowers, my doubts. It sounds like a flower, euthanasia. It sounds like a flower, euthanasia. Thank you.
Oh, that's very good.
Wow.
Yes, someone named Stephanie, I don't know who it is, but she may have been overlooked.
That's me.
Okay,
That's me.
don't want to overlook anybody. Not
Thank
my
you.
intention, believe me.
That's okay. That's okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've got four haikus, all unpublished. Quiet house, midnight. We lay keenly aware of each pin drop. Wintry mix evening. The smell of mom's pot roast finds the stray dog's nose. Rainy winter's day. The naked weeping willow lures the stray cat. Last one, seashore bluegrass amid dunes and stormy waves, inseparable. Thank you.
I think we should all give ourselves a hand. It was a wonderful reading. I appreciate your patience and kindness in this. Our next program will be exploring haiku prompts featuring Ann Bergevin with Sarita Martin as our moderator. So if Sarita is out there, I'm sure she is. Thank you all so much. You've been very
Thank
kind.
you.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.
Michael.
If Michael or anyone can hear me, could you raise your hand? Oh, okay. I don't know how to use the chat. Is there anyone that could give me a simple instruction on how to use the chat?
You know how to get into it?
I don't know how.
Okay,
Correct.
so
I don't know how to get into the chat.
go to, why can't I find it now?
I see it. and I,
Go to more, hit more, and then just press chat.
okay, well, I see chat and I tried to send a couple of things, but it didn't seem to work.
Does it say, do you see the thing that says send to everyone when you open chat?
It says to everyone, yes.
Yeah, so you just type something in there, just type test or something and see if we get it.
And then I push the return button.
The little thing that looks like an arrow on the right.
I see file and I see 3 dots.
That's on the dot.
It's right under everyone.
Oh, yeah, the arrow. Okay.
There's a little arrow, yeah, on the
Okay.
right. You just
Enter.
click that. And then we'll
Now
tell
hit
you when
the
we get it.
arrow. I don't see.
You're just pushing enter like you do at the end of a sentence.
Good enter. That's
Enter on my keyboard or enter?
Yes.
Enter
Yeah.
on your keyboard.
correct.
You got it. Is that you,
Yeah,
Adelaide?
Yeah,
Yeah, we got it.
got that.
I can't get my messages on chat either. I'm listening, but
Got Adelaide's.
I
Came
wrote
through.
test. And
It
then
worked.
I'm supposed to hit
Test.
save.
Enter.
Did you guys get
Enter
the,
or return.
did you get the test?
Well, if you're
Go
on an
through?
iPad, you just hit the arrow. You know,
Yeah,
it
you-
depends on
you
what
just-
you're on.
You just sent test to everyone
Okay.
successfully.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
thank you.
got tests from Adelaide and yeah.
And maybe give a different word to Adelaide to see if hers goes through.
All right,
Adelaide's went through.
I'll go, well, I don't see it on the chat list.
Yes, it's there. Adelaide, be sure. Test. Here, Linda.
Adelaide B. Shaw test, it says, yes.
Yeah, it's there. We've got it.
And do we need to enter our names on
No,
that
no,
also?
no.
No, it just shows
the
up.
name that you've got on your screen.
Okay.
But I don't see it. I don't see what I wrote.
Maybe you need to scroll up or down.
Right.
You need to go into
That's
the
how it's so
chat
hard to
function
find
to
this-
see it.
The
After
names go up and down. You miss them.
Yeah, it's
But it is,
Yeah.
you did do it successfully.
yeah.
But after you send it, you have to go into the chat function to see what you
And then
wrote.
arrow up, see
It
these.
appears on the screen just for a moment.
Where's chat function?
Did my thank you go
Here.
through?
Oh, this is the chat over here.
No, not yet, Adelaide.
Well, it is 6 o'clock, so we probably want to try to keep on schedule.
Okay.
Marilyn
Thank you.
Hazelton's
Sarita's here to,
not mine.
Can we say thank you to everybody out loud in case any of the messages haven't gone through? That was fabulous, I think.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, everybody.
thank you very much. You're
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Brilliant.
Very enjoyable. It's great to hear such a variety.